Hello, I am Alina Ashok and today I am here to say about the first chapter of biology, that is Life's Mysterious in Little Chamber. Let's get started. First and foremost, we are going to study about some scientists. Robert Hooke was the first scientist who observed cells with the help of a simple microscope. He observed the section of core through a microscope and called the tiny chambers seen in the section as cell. This is the picture of Robert Brown, a scientist, discovered the center of the cell and named it the nucleus. He was born on 1831. This is M.G. Sleeden, a great scientist who found out that the body of a plant is made up of cells. He was born on 1838. This is Theodore Sechwen found out that the body of an animal is made up of cells, and he was born on 1839. This is the picture of Rudolf Virchow. He observed dividing cells and inferred that new cells arise only from exiting cells. And Rudolf Virchow was born on 1858. We studied about 5 scientists. Who are they? Yes, Robert Hooke, Robert Brown, Theodore Sechwen, Rudolf Virchow and M.G. Sleeden. Now, what is cell theory? Cell theory. നമ്മൾ ഇനി എന്താണ് സെൽ തിയറി നോക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. സെൽ തിയറി വാസ് ഫോർമുലേറ്റഡ് ബൈ M.G. Sleeden ആൻഡ് തിയോഡർ സച്വൻ. M.G. Sleedenഉം തിയോഡർ സച്വനും കൂടെയാണ് സെൽ തിയറി ഫോർമുലേറ്റഡ് ചെയ്തത്. The findings of various scientists. Summarizing the findings of various scientists. It puts forward 2 main concepts. ആ സെൽ തിയറി ഫോർവേഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് 2 മെയിൻ കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ആണ്. അത് ഏതൊക്കെയാണെന്ന് നോക്കാം. ഫസ്റ്റ് കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സെൽ തിയറി ഈസ് ദ ബോഡി ഓഫ് ഓൾ ഓർഗാനിസംസ് ഈസ് മെയ്ഡ് അപ്പ് ഓഫ് സെൽസ്. എല്ലാ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിൻ്റെയും ബോഡി മെയ്ഡ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത് സെല്ല് വെച്ചാണ്. The first main concept of cell theory is the body of all organisms is made up of cells. The second main concept is cells are the structural and functional unit of organisms. എല്ലാ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിൻ്റെയും സ്ട്രക്ചറലും ഫങ്ഷണലും യൂണിറ്റ് ആയത് സെല്ലാണ്. ഓൾ ഓർഗാനിസംസ് എല്ലാ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിൻ്റെയും ബോഡി മെയ്ഡപ്പ് ചെയ്തേക്കുന്നത് സെല്ല് വെച്ചാണ്. അതേപോലെ തന്നെ സെൽസ് ആണ് ഓരോ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിൻ്റെയും സ്ട്രക്ചറലും ഫങ്ഷണലും യൂണിറ്റ്. ഡിഡ് യു അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദ 2 മെയിൻ കോൺസെപ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് സെൽ തിയറി ആൻഡ് വിച്ച് ആർ ദേ? യെസ്, ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ, the body of all organisms is made up of cells. The second main concept is cells are the structural and functional unit of organisms. Next, what are the function of cell? സെല്ലിൻ്റെ ഫങ്ഷൻ എന്താണെന്നാണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. What are the functions of cell? 1 minute, you think about it. What are the functions of cells? Yes, it resists foreign particles, release energy from nutrients, synthesis biomolecules. What are the functions of cells? Resist foreign particles, release energy from nutrients, synthesis biomolecules. Next we are going to a important topic, that is plant cell. The structure of a cell is complex enough to perform all these functions. There are specific parts to perform each physiological function inside the cells. Let's look at the plant cell and its organelles. This is a group of cells. Let's go to the inside. This is a plant cell. You can see there are so many things inside the plant cell. Let's study what are the parts inside the plant cell. First and almost, let's go to the inside of the cell. You can see a part there. Which is the part? That is chloroplast. What is the part inside the plant cell? Chloroplast. Okay, what is the next part? Yes, it is a large vacuole there. You can see. It is very big. It is a large vacuole. What is the next part? Yes, it is a nucleus. It is nucleus. The spelling of nucleus is Nucleus. The next part is endoplasmic reticulum. What is the next part? Endoplasmic reticulum. The next part is Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is also known as Golgi complex or Golgi body. The next part is mitochondria. What is the spelling of mitochondria? Mitochondria. Okay, you understand? Okay. Then it also contains ribosomes. Now let's revise some parts we studied in plant cell. Which are they? The first one we studied is chloroplast. Chloroplast. The second is vacuole. The next part is nucleus. And the next part is endoplasmic reticulum. It is around the nucleus. Next we studied the part Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. Then mitochondria. Next one, cell wall. Next one is cell wall. Okay, did you understand the parts of a plant cell? Organelles are the specialized parts of the cell that have unique jobs to perform. Let's start with the nucleus, the control center of the cells. The nucleus contains DNA or genetic material. The nucleus also contains a nucleolus, which is a structure where ribosomes are made. Ribosomes may wander freely within the cytoplasm or attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, sometimes abbreviated as ER. Proteins and other materials emerge from the endoplasmic reticulum in small vessels, where the Golgi apparatus, sometimes called the Golgi body. The mitochondria is an organelle that is the powerhouse for both animals and plant cells. During a process called cellular respiration, the mitochondria make ATP molecules that provide the energy for all of the cell's activities. Let's think once more. What are the parts of plant cells? Golgi complex called Golgi body, vacuole, large vacuole, it is a large vacuole, mitochondria, cell wall, chloroplast, endoplasmic reticulum, cytoplasm, ribosome, cell membrane, nucleus. Did you understand? We studied about the functions of the parts of plant cell. Okay, let's think. Mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cells. It helps in the production and storage of the energy, abundantly seen in the cells of liver, brain and muscles where energy requirement is high. Then we studied about endoplasmic reticulum. The passage in the cell, conduction of material inside the cells take place through this organella, endoplasmic reticulum, also known as cytoskeleton, as it provides firmness and shape to the cell. Then we studied about ribosomes. Center of protein synthesis in the cell, seen either attached to the endoplasmic reticulum or free in cytoplasm. Then a large vacuole is there, covered by characteristic membrane called tunoplast, stores water, salt, excretory materials, etc. Then we studied about Golgi complex called Golgi body. Collect cell secretions like enzymes, hormones, mucus, etc. in small vessels, seen in plenty in glandular cells. Now let's go to the another important topic, that is animal cell. Animal cell is also consist of so many organelles or parts. Okay, let's look what are the parts of animal cell. Okay, next we will be going through the animal cell. We know the scientist Theodore Sachwen, and he found out that the body of an animal is made up of cells. The structural and functional unit of living organisms, most cells have three main parts each. This main cell parts has a special and important functions to do. The first is cell membrane, which is a lipid bilayer membrane with proteins embedded in it. These proteins helps in the movement of materials into and out of the cell. As we move inside the cell, we see the second important part of the cell, which is cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is get like liquid and is essential salt in water. Various cell organelles and organic materials remain suspended in it. In the center of the cell, we see the third most important part, which is the nucleus. Nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by the nuclear membrane, which surrounds and protects it. The pores which we can see on the nuclear membrane are the nucleopore, which selectively allow exchange of molecules between cytoplasm in the nucleus. If we sneak a quick look inside the nucleus, we can see a large quantity of intertwined material which looks like a mass of thread. This thread-like structure contains the DNA, which control the direct the cell to produce proteins and perform its function. Moving out of the nucleus, we see small rounded structures called ribosomes. These are the miniature protein factors. The message for production of specific proteins comes via the mRNA. The ribosomes assemble around the mRNA. A few of the ribosomes attach to the system of membrane known as endoplasmic reticulum and start producing proteins. These proteins are needed for growth and many other cell processes. As the protein synthesis terminates, a complex protein get formed and it pushed into the ER. It moves along the tubes of the ER to another organella, that is the Golgi body. Golgi bodies are flat. They are folded sacs and act like a post office for the cell. Proteins and other materials are packaged and stored in the Golgi body, and when a molecule is needed elsewhere, the Golgi body distributes the materials to other parts of the cell. When required, they also transport proteins outside the cell. Some nutrient molecules can also enter the cell. These nutrient molecules are absorbed by small organelles called lysosomes present in the cytoplasm. These lysosomes contain enzymes that digest the nutrients molecule. But where does the cell get the energy to do all this work? The organelle responsible for this is the mitochondria. It is also known as the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria releases energy that cells can use to carry out various life processes. Okay, we studied the animal cell. Which are the parts that contain in animal cell? Yes, we know. Cell membrane, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex called Golgi body, lysosome, mitochondria, cytoplasm, ribosome and centrosome. Ribosome and centrosome are found only in animal cell. Centrosome, the centrioles that play a major role in cell division are seen in the centrosome. Cell division സഹായിക്കുന്നത് centrosome ആണ്. Lysosome. In lysosome contains the digestive enzymes that are required for the destruction of foreign substance entering the cell. Now let's look at the common part of plant cell and animal cell, that is nucleus. Nucleus also consists of so many parts, and now we are going to study the parts of nucleus. First part, nucleolus. They are spherical bodies that play a major role in synthesis of ribosome. Next part is nuclear pore. Nuclear pores are pores in the nuclear membrane. They help in the conduction of materials to and from the nucleus. Next part, nucleoplasm. It is a fluid part of the nucleus. Nucleolus and chromatin reticulum are seen here. Next, nuclear membrane. It is a double-layered membrane that covers the nucleus. It is a double-layered membrane that covers the nucleus. Next part is chromatin reticulum. They are seen as a network. It is seen as a network in the nucleoplasm. Chromatin reticulum are seen as network and in the nucleoplasm. They carry genes. Yes, we studied the parts of nucleus. The last and final topic is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. What is mean by prokaryotes? Prokaryotes എന്ന് വച്ചാൽ നമ്മൾ ഓരോ ഓർഗാനിസംസ് എടുത്ത് നോക്കിയാലും മിക്കതിനും ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഉള്ളതായിരിക്കും, പക്ഷേ ചിലതിന് ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് കാണത്തില്ല. അതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പ്രൊക്കാരിയോട്സ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ ബാക്ടീരിയ, സിയോൺ ബാക്ടീരിയ, മൈക്കോപ്ലാസ്മ. ദിസ് ഓർഗാനിസം ഡിഡ് നോട്ട് കണ്ടെയ്ൻ ന്യൂക്ലിയസ്. സോ നമ്മൾ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഓർഗാനിസത്തിനെ നമ്മൾ പ്രൊക്കാരിയോട്സ് എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നു. ദെൻ വാട്ട് ഈസ് മീൻ ബൈ യുക്കാരിയോട്സ്? യുക്കാരിയോട്സ് എന്ന് വച്ചാൽ the cells of amoeba, animals and plants, a well-defined nucleus covered by membrane is seen. These organisms are called eukaryotes. Well-defined ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു വലിയ ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഉള്ളതിനെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ന്യൂക്ലിയസ് ഉള്ളതിനെ നമ്മൾ യുക്കാരിയോട്സും എന്ന് വിളിക്കുന്നു. I think you all understand this class. So thank you and have a good day.